Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway.
Well, I get ball first.
And here's the return. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone.
Yada yada da da.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house.
I can't switch.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take a shot.
Oh,
he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Gamecock fans thoroughly enjoyed a beatdown of Clemson the last time these two met.
And that really was a shocker, not just for fans in the state, but fans around the country watching South Carolina just bring the heat to Clemson last year.
Yeah, and getting a big
ESPN must not be working
against your
because
rival,
how is it
creating
6-3
momentum in this
a minute
series,
ago?
help you on the recruiting trail, building a program to try to make this a fist fight every year.
Davis will throw. Spits it out to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the...
All by himself down the middle. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense in a split backfield. They'll try the run.
Oh, wow.
Good blocking, good running.
I had that.
6 out to the 30. The Tigers in the hurry up. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they
Caught me in my
finished
adjustments. Caught me in my
a very
adjustments.
efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Bringing it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
He's looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
8-3, let's go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Gets it out quickly. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
I don't know what that is.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Clemson is quick to the line. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Nah, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate...
Oh, I was not paying attention.
Snags it.
That's twice now. You gotta wait back.
Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty
I didn't mean
of
to
work
go
to
on.
do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Hands it off. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. He's looking on the right side. And he's got it at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Clemson, 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good
This mother lover.
to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing
That's
a really
EA
good
for you.
job understanding they were going to throw
It's
the
a wide
football
open
on
touchdown.
4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Oh, shit.
Leaves it with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Wide open.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
So,
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
I try to go block
3 and
that.
out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They want to run it left here. He pushes
That's
it
a first
forward
down.
all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback can be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Let's go.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. The expressway is wide open. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Lets it fly. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Clemson jumps to the line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Landry. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone.
Lord have mercy. We got to stop running. Let's let this shit happen. Same shit. Come on, fellas.
With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him to football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. A passing game. This one's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open man.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 21.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start a rate.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, going up top. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He'll bring it back. It's Lewis. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. On the move is the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Good enough for first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get to it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
Okay, yeah.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays.
Running back
Just
lost in the
you saw
DB.
right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take
not
the
letting them put the
distance
game
on
away.
any given play.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the
EA
defense
will not
to
let me put
shut
this game
them
away
down here.
at all. That's ridiculous. They just let that happen.
Inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help
That's
to
fine.
turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
South Carolina.
Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Quick pass on the jet motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This will likely be the last play of the half. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
28.
Ba-da-ding.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
No, not the fucking line with that.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oh, he's looking to throw. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
That's crazy.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the left side. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Might as well give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Davis will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes a connection. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Samuel. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain. Clemson is quick to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chain.
So he does a really nice job buying time. And I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal.
No way.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. Sometimes
That's how my defensive stats get fucked up.
Sometimes that
Stupid shit like that.
blah, blah, blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. Davis looking to pass. Back open in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now flown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the beatdown has ensued. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting on their in-state rival.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Oh.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Looking for a huge play.
I put it together.
Makes the grab outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense.
He's got it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Davis will throw. He finds his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job.
I didn't run the ball that much. I just realized that.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the route is on.
And this offense is so difficult to stop, especially in this area of the field, because of this QB's running ability, whether it's between the tackles or on the perimeter on designed QB runs. They show it right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oh shit, what the fuck was that? I did not mean to do that.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
I did not mean to do that.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a...
Ah, that makes sense. 99. Makes perfect sense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Coming after it. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the Silvers, South Carolina, 70, Clemson, 44.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He fires it out to the right.
That's twice he did that bullshit.
Inside the 15-yard line. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. This is a designed run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You're powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Jamison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the pummeling has started.
South Carolina.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Rockets take 2-point lead. How is my parlay looking? Prize pick, where you at? Oh God, never mind.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Disgusting. Ooh.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
What play is this?
To the air on first down.
I'll take it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright.
Whoa,
and his
nigga.
second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
All right, Draymond can't score in the fourth. Come on.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
Oh my
They
God,
bring
what
him
the
down, and
fuck
he's
are
going to
y'all?
lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Dude, who you blocking, bro? Nobody.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
I can't get out this formation. Son of a bitch.
Looking to throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to
They should lock up this Heisman,
or
that's
I
for
should
sure.
get conserved, because this offense obviously has had them.
He ain't come back for his senior year.
I'm
I'm gonna miss him.
Not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Oh, man, what we got? What do we got?
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Oh,
They're going to
shit.
throw it to start the drive. Sends it downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. Ripping off a huge
That was
chunk
cute.
of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10.
Oh, man,
The
yeah.
entire complexion of this possession changed on that
Can't
one
even get mad.
play. Now
No
they've
point
got
in
it
getting
1st and 10 inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole.
Come here. Come here.
Pickup of 1. It's
No
down
point in
to
being
11.
on that one.
The Tigers
That went
will
straight
hustle
to my
the
name.
line.
I should be mad. That's bullshit. Yeah, double team his ass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And he still got open.
Floating away.
Bitch.
Complete.
What are y'all
They'll
doing?
Stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
I don't know what this is, but okay.
Wants to throw on 3rd down.
What the fuck?
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Defense playing a bail technique. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The option look.
Bitch!
Just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It's second down.
After the misconnection, it's second down.
That fight don't play. Stupid ass.
Wide receiver shows motion.
Goof monkey.
Touch pass on the run. He's past the 30. And he's running in the open. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll just keep slinging it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.